weights into a staggered start. So he'll be on there in a second, I'm sure. Meanwhile, already our pace car is around the hairpin. What about everybody else? Are they going to be able to get out of there okay? Carter Kundinger with the pole. You can see them trying to grid up behind him, but the green flag is already out. And they stretch out. Kundinger is on the throttle as the green flag waves. De Vries, though, gets a great tow. He could try and challenge for the lead as they come into turn one, and De Vries is deep on the brakes into there. Another car deep in the brakes, and a spin from our championship leader. Williams is around. Let's go to the GT Pros.
In the GT Pros, Jeffrey off to a very good start, but that is Darling coming out the outside of him, or not Darling, excuse me, that's Islam all the way up to the outside. Good move around Young Park. Tries to hold it. Big check up there. Almost gets into Paul Darling. Everybody through that first corner okay at this point.
Contact out of the hairpin between your two front runners, Washleski and Gadrodra Poe. Not too much damage, it seems, as it was on the front left of Washer's car that took the brunt of the impact. The only move so far is going to be side-by-side turn number one. It's Atterbury getting around Perry.
Wow, so what a development in our prototypes as we watch the GT AMs now come around and out of the fountain section. So far, so good. Looks like everybody else did manage to get through without us having a track blockage, which is a huge relief. And Jason De Vries managed to take the lead away from Carter Kundinger as they fly back down into the first corner. I think we've got time now. I'm not seeing any major dramas behind. Can we take a look at the replay on that start? Both because of the spin that we had for Williams, who sent him to the back, and also that pass from De Vries. That was phenomenal.
It was indeed, Joe, and here we go, spooling up that replay. So there it is. De Vries being very heads up, diving into the draft there and just holding it on as much as he can behind Carter Kundinger. Just a classic draft pass. Kundinger going defensive. De Vries to the outside, later on the brakes and sweeps around, and then here is that spin. That's Williams just carrying a little bit too much speed there into that corner. I think he was trying to get up and around Carbonneau there and just was a little over ambitious in what he thought that prototype could do.
If we go up to De Vries there in this replay, they stayed side. Look at that, side by side for the lead through the fountain, and eventually it worked itself out. But not often that you see that sort of fighting, especially at the very start, go on for multiple corners. And De Vries is taking advantage of it. He's keeping himself about 7/10 ahead of Kundinger.
Is indeed putting in the fastest lap of the race right there. Jason knows what's at stake and is really just trying to pull away as much as possible. Behind him, Carbonneau and Wolf trying to cling on, but this is turning into a bit of a two-horse race up front with Carbonneau about 1.4 seconds behind your two leaders.
Let's go to third in the GTEs with Paul Darling ahead of Young Park. These two had a nice little fight at Hockenheim. Oh, and behind them, it looks like Pies might have a good run on Booth, but he runs out of straightaway. Booth running down in fifth. He has been on an impressive run himself as well. Has not finished off the podium since Road America. But right now, he's got to make up a couple positions if he want to keep that trend up.
Well, if we think back to the last time we saw these cars out on circuit, it was very much the same.